Hey, I'm here to share two amazing stories with you that happened to me in August of 2023. Right now, it's still August 2023. And I want to share these stories with you because I believe there's a lesson in these stories. And it's really all about listening to the universe, higher power, God, Holy Spirit, angels, your guardian angel, whatever your language is. I really believe there's a lesson here. And so first I'll start with the story that happened August 1st. Now on August 1st, I was in Hope, British Columbia, where my dad owns some property and I always go out there and help him out. So he has one of these garages that are detached from any building. It's a standalone single garage that has a garage door in it as well as a man door, like your regular bedroom door, except for an outside door. So I've been in this garage many, many times. And again, listen to this story of how things happen to you and whether you listen to the little incidents that happen in your world, or are you getting stuck up in your head? Okay. So what ended up happening is I told my dad I'm going to go to the small car garage and organize some things in there. I've been in this car garage many, many, many times. And so I put my key into the doorknob to unlock it. So there is a doorknob, you have to use a key to unlock it. Then there's the deadbolt that, of course, you need a key to unlock it. So I put my key into the single door and I see through the, the door frame that the deadbolt is unlocked. Okay, so the doorknob is unlocked. I put my key into the, bolt to unlock the deadbolt. And as I'm turning it to unlock it, the doorknob locks. And I'm thinking, are my eyes playing tricks on me? Okay, so now the door knob is locked and the deadbolt is unlocked. So then I take my key out of the deadbolt and put it into the doorknob and go to unlock it. Both deadbolts lock. This freaked me out a little bit. I'm thinking, is there somebody behind the door? And then I realized if somebody's behind the door, they can easily lock the deadbolt, but you can't lock the doorknob without a key. Okay? So I am thankful that I have learned in my life to listen to these little things that happened. And so I went, clearly, I am not meant to be here. And I walked away. An hour or so, 45 minutes later, I find my dad and I say, Dad, the weirdest thing happened to me. And I explained what I just explained to you. And he's like, wow, I wonder why. And then we start talking about the supernatural. So I said to him, okay, I'm going to go back to the office and do some paperwork. So I went to the office and my dad has a desk here. I have a desk beside him and there's a chair in between close to me by my desk. My dad always goes to his desk when he comes into the office. And this time he came into the office while I'm sitting at my desk and he sits in this chair. He never sits in this chair. And he says to me, now let's talk about you. And I'm like, did I do something wrong? This is my dad, right? Did I do something wrong? And he goes, you have a guardian angel. And he's tearing up a little bit by saying this to me. And I'm like, what do you mean I have a guardian angel? And he says, Cheryl, I went to that car garage. You see, he told me, I know that he has a Rydam lawnmower in there, but what he told me is the Rydam lawnmower battery was dead. So I charged it with a battery charger maybe a couple of days ago. And he said when he went to the car garage to unlock it, he knew instantly what happened. Soon as he was creeping the door open, he said the charger malfunctioned and now there was acid from the battery all over the place and in the air. Toxic acid battery. When he told me this, I started tearing up, going, it's like my guardian angel saved me. Because you see, a lot of people say, you know the smell right away. I don't have the best nose. That when people can smell natural gas, I can't always smell it. So I would have easily walked in there to go, what's that smell? And already I would have taken it in. And my dad said, if you would have taken any of that in, you could have easily, permanently damaged your lungs. Hello. Now, from this story, I want you to think back. When I was unlocking the door, my humanness wanted to keep unlocking it to get in there because I'm like, what the heck is going on here? But I know in my heart, I have experienced way too many things like this in my life that I have learned to take it as a sign. I want you to think about your life. Are you taking things as a sign, or are you getting upset and frustrated and you want to get in that door? Because see, that would be the human choice. And the spiritual realm protected me that day because I have learned to listen. I could tell you countless stories on this, but I want to share another one that just happened last Tuesday. So what would that have been? Where's the calendar? August 15th. August 15th. Here's another story I want to share with you because it just blows my mind. August 15th, my son's girlfriend got into an accident. And this was at 6 p.m. I did not find out until, because I was out, and I didn't find out until 11 o'clock when I checked social media and I saw what happened. So this is August 15th. And I just can't sleep that night because she got into a car accident and she has a 6-month-old German Shepherd red heeler puppy. He is an amazing, amazing dog. I love this dog. This dog is like my grandpuppy, okay? I love this dog. And when she got into this car accident, she's in a truck. Thankfully, she's in a truck. I don't know what would have happened if she was in a small car because she hit a cement pole. It basically crunched the passenger side and the truck. The tire flew off into the forest and the back window blew and shattered. And her dog was in the back seat, and he got so spooked and scared that he jumped to the front seat and he jumped out the window. In fact, he pooped as he was going out the window. And my son's girlfriend went to grab him and his tail just went through her hand. Now, what ended up happening is he had a collar on, but through the accident, or maybe he was going through the forest, the collar came off somehow. So he's running around with no collar. We didn't know, was he injured? She didn't see any blood or whatever. We don't know what happened at this time. So I am just frantic. I'm like, oh, thank God you're okay, and yada, yada, yada. Wednesday, which would have been what? The 16th of August. I get the strong intuition to post. I already post all over social media that this dog was missing. If anybody can find, blah, blah, blah. She hired pet finders to find the dog. And I felt compelled to share it in a Facebook group called BC Women in Business, that the dog is missing and that there was an accident and this is what happened. Well, one of the ladies, Leah, in the group, private messaged me and said, oh my goodness, Cheryl, are you okay? And so I voice messaged her back. I go, oh, I'm fine. I wasn't the one in the accident. And then she said, I'm kind of getting this vision that the dog is kind of like in a little strip mall. He's scared. And I'm like, this was, I don't know, what would this have been? 4:30 in the afternoon. August 16th is my mom's birthday. So we were going out for dinner by 7 o'clock. And when she messaged me and said that, I felt so compelled from that to get in my car and drive out to Aldergrove and see if I can find the dog. So the accident was just on 264th, just that would be north of Fraser Highway, for those of you that know where that is. I felt so compelled to drive out there. So I told her, okay, you've inspired me. I'm driving out to Aldergrove and I'm leaving right now. If you get any sort of other intuition or guidance, let me know. Then as I'm driving out there, I think, who else is very intuitive and is connected? And I thought of my girlfriend, Paige. And so I voice messaged Paige. I said, Paige, there's strength in numbers. You're connected to all the guardian angels in the world. So can you please, this is what happened. I'm driving out to Aldergrove right now. So Paige voice messages me and says, I'm getting the vision that the dog is safe. Somebody is taking care of him. A family is loving on him. So not to worry. Great. All the way out to Aldergrove takes me about 20 minutes from my home. I am like, please God, give me signs that I can see. I don't know why I feel so compelled to go out there, but give me those signs. So think about it in your life. There's always some signs, and often we don't listen. So this is just crazy to me. So I'm driving down Fraser Highway towards 264th. Okay, here's my car. I pass 262 and I get this sensation, you've gone too far. So I turned around and I thought, okay, I've gone too far. I'll go down 262. I drive down 262. And for anyone that knows the area, there's kitchen makeovers there. By the way, give a shout out to Kitchen Makeovers. They're doing my parents' kitchen right now. They're fabulous to deal with. So it's like a little industrial strip mall, but for little businesses. So I go down to 262 and here's Kitchen Makeovers. I pass them and I go to the very end of the road and I'm like, signs, I'm looking for signs. I'm looking around and where's the dog? How can we find it? You see, they had been searching for the dog Tuesday night from 6 p.m. till 3 o'clock in the morning. And then on Wednesday from 9 a.m. till, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So good 12, 15 hours. They've been searching for this dog. There was a lot of notices and posters that went up. And here's little old me going down 262. So I go to the end and I turn around. I go, I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything. So I start driving up 262 to Fraser Highway. I pass Kitchen Makeovers. And all of a sudden, my tire on the driver's side goes through a pothole. And as I get out of this pothole, I hear thud, thud, thud. And I'm like, uh-oh, what happened? Something's on my tire. So I pull over into a little parking area from the company across the street. I look at my tire and I have an industrial screw that is so big, it must be that long in my tire. Now, here's where it gets really good. I have learned to listen and identify signals and signs. And for me, that was, I went too far. My old me would have got, oh, dang, I knew I shouldn't have come out to Aldergrove because now I got this me, and all up in here. But I've learned my life to listen to these tiny signs that we get as humans if we don't look at them. So I took it as, you went too far, Cheryl. So I pull out and my tire's okay. Like the screw's in so good. There's no air actually, I got it fixed today. And today is what? What's today? Today is August 23rd. So I got it fixed today. So no air was out. The screw wasn't so good. It wasn't letting any air out. So I pull out and I go towards Kitchen Makeovers. I actually pull in right in front of their shop. And now it's 5:15. And I realize they close at 5. So everybody's gone home. I look around to see if I see anybody. I don't see anybody because I was going to share to them. I'm looking for this dog. Have you seen it? And then there's a little Mexican restaurant. I thought, Cheryl, you're here. My humanness, my thoughts went, oh, you may as well go. They've probably searched all over here. Like, who are you to find a dog? Blah, blah, blah. Just go home. Yeah, the waste. But I decided I am here right now. I may as well walk into that restaurant and see if they saw the dog. So I walk in and they go, oh, can we help you? Would you like to have dinner here? And I'm like, no, it's my mom's birthday today. I can't have dinner. We're all going out for dinner, but I'm here because there was an accident Tuesday night and explained what happened and we're missing a dog. The dog is missing. I had a picture of the dog on my phone. So I showed them my phone. I said, have you seen this dog? The owner says, we have the dog. And I'm like, no way, get out. I'm thinking he's kidding. I don't know what I'm thinking, but it's hard to believe that little old me gets this, inclination to go out to Aldergrove and see if I can find the dog after they've been searching for 12, 15 hours. And I'm like, no way. And he goes, what? You don't believe me? We have the dog. You have the dog? You see, the dog lost its collar. They found the collar really close to the scene, but they couldn't find the dog. I'm like, no way. And he goes, yes. He goes, we don't have the dog here. One of my employees took the dog home. So he's been taking care of the dog. Long story short, I won't get into all the details, what happened between then and how we found the dog, or actually going to because that's a bit of a story and I don't want to share that part. But here's the thing. Thursday morning, we drove out to his employee's house and there was the dog. 3 young people, 2 young men and girl, probably 20, 21, Mexican, They didn't know we had an SPCA. They didn't know we had a lapse. So I educated them on that, because all of the SPCAs, all the lapse, and all the veterinarians, the veterinarian hospitals, everybody knew this dog was missing. So no matter where they took it, they would have found it. So we got the dog. What a blessing. And what a great story. So I just want you to think about your life. When you get upset about a screw in your tire, or you get upset about a car accident, maybe, just maybe, your guardian angel is trying to protect you. Your guardian angel is attempting to give you signals to listen. So I really want you to think about your life. You know, to me, any worry, any uncertainty, any fear kills any potential. We're in the negative realm. That's not where our guardian angels live. That's not where, God, the Holy Spirit live. They live in the positive realm. So I trust that me sharing these stories will give you a little different outlook on your life, that you can look at things differently. Because I really believe, well, my language is God. If that's not yours, shift it into whatever you need. I believe that I have a guardian angel. I believe the Holy Spirit is with me. I believe all of that. Now I had to learn to believe too, because there were times in my life I was a little unsure. So message me and let me know if this story has really hit you, or you're like, whoa, I can't believe it. Or, when situations come up, remember my stories. And maybe the spiritual realm, the supernatural, is attempting to communicate with you.